Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Quick Expert Reviews. Today we've got the Nokia 2.3. Now, I know the phone has been released a while ago, and to be honest, I did spend around 3 months with the handset itself. So I thought I'm going to bring my thoughts and do a quick review of the handset itself, which I believe costs around £99 now, at least on Amazon. So as usual, we start with the unboxing of the handset. As you can see, there's not much in the packaging itself. You get a charger, you get a the micro USB cable, which isn't really surprising considering the price of the phone, but yeah, and then there was a quick start guide as well. So we've got the LED flash dual lens camera setup on the back, which is 13 and 2 megapixels, volume up, volume down on the side, and a power button. Then we've got a headphone jack on the very top. We've got the Google Assistant button to the very left of the handset, and then we've got the SIM tray, which also doubles up as a memory card tray as well, and that houses 2 SIM cards and a memory card as well. So it's not a hybrid tray. You can have 2 SIM cards and a memory card on the very top. Not bad considering the price of the handset and that it's running stock Android experience. So we've got the micro USB port on the bottom, microphone, and a bottom firing speaker as well. Again, not bad. So on the very front, we've got this huge 6.2-inch display. We've got the front-facing camera, which is 5 megapixels, with an f-stop of 2.4, so not the brightest, unfortunately. But if you're taking any photos in daylight conditions, it's actually pretty decent, which I'll show you at the very end of the video, as usual. So we are running on Android 10, I believe. Yep, Android version 10. The latest update is from the June 2020. So as you can see, Android 1 is working really well on this handset. You are getting security updates. And I believe with Nokia Android 1, you do get 2 big software updates and 3 years of a security updates as well. So that's that. Let's have a look if there's anything newer than that. With the review being done in July. Okay, so we are trailing behind, but to be honest, I don't think there has been a July security update released yet. Right, and going on forward, we've got the digital well-being and parental controls. So you can set up parental controls if you want to control which apps your family is using, how much time they spend within these apps, and so on. Then I know a lot of people ask about accessibility features on the handset, so I'm just going to quickly flick through these. If you're thinking about buying this phone for a senior member of your family, you can see that the phone does have additional settings. Then when it comes to security, we've got the screen lock and we've got the Google Face Unlock. In terms of screen lock, pin, pattern, and password, in terms of face unlock, you have to set pattern, pin, or password first in order to use it. And now let's try it on. Let's see how fast it is. Not bad. It's not iPhone 11 Pro level of speed, but to be honest, it's not iPhone 11 Pro price either. And it does a job really well, especially when you've got wet fingers from, I don't know, raining or being in a pub, and you can't unlock it using fingerprint sensor because the phone doesn't have one. Face unlock does the job really well. In terms of storage, because it's 32 gigs, Nokia doesn't allow to set the memory card as an internal storage, so you've got separate 32 gigs and then a memory card as well, up to 256, or actually 400 gigs if I remember correctly. In terms of sound settings, there aren't many enhancements, just best loudest, which kind of tries to enhance the volume to be a bit louder than standard. In terms of display settings, we've got the night light, which removes the blue hue and puts less strain on our eyes, especially when reading in the dark. It works really well. You can schedule it to be either custom time or from sunset to sunrise, which then automatically kicks in. Then we've got the dark theme, which goes across the whole phone, which is a new addition in Android 10. Works really well. However, as it is with the dark mode, when you fire up, let's say, Chrome, The web pages they still have most of the time white background, so as you can see in here, but obviously it's not dark mode's fault. If an app does support dark mode, like the Play Store, like any Google apps, like settings, like Spotify, it will work in a dark mode. Usually with AMOLED displays it does help when it comes to battery life. With LCD panels it just helps in the dark. Then we've got the lock screen display, so you can add users from the lock screen. You can leave a lock screen message, so if the phone is found by someone you can leave a note saying, hey, please call this number if the phone is found, or like say, let's say an ICE number in case of emergency. Again, for £99 it is pretty feature rich, but it does come as standard Android feature. Now, in terms of battery life, as you can see, last full charge 33 days ago. Now it's not Nokia 3310 levels of battery life. However, it does last pretty decent amount of time. If you use it as a standard handset, like, you know, browsing, watching some Netflix, it does last 2 to 3 days. In terms of network and internet and connectivity, it does lack NFC, so there is no Google payment. But apart from that, it does have a Wi-Fi obviously and a Bluetooth as well. So in terms of pre-installed apps, because it's an Android One device, there is no bloatware. The only app that does come pre-installed is this one, which does have like a built-in manual. It does have a device monitor. You can purchase additional insurance for your handset if you'd like to. In terms of device monitor, it tells you how much free RAM you've got, that you can free storage, but you can do that within the storage manager that is built into the phone as well. And as like I've mentioned, you've got a user guide, support chat as well, so if you want to speak to a representative of a Nokia HMD, you can do that using this app. Works pretty well, doesn't consume a lot of space, but obviously if you want to, you can remove that. The phone itself does come with built-in FM radio as well, but you do need headphones to work as an antenna for the handset itself. Now let's move on to the camera itself. So as mentioned before, we have a dual lens setup, 13 megapixels with an f-stop of 2.2 and autofocus, and we've got a 2 megapixel depth sensor. We've got motion pictures, which kind of saves like GIF files. We've got HDR mode, which you can set to auto or constantly on. I will show you the pictures with HDR mode on and off at the very end of this video. Then obviously we've got the LED flash settings as well. We've got the beauty mode, beautify mode, which kind of adds artificial beautification to your picture when you take a picture in a portrait mode. It kind of looks artificial, doesn't look really great, but it's there if you want to use it. And then in terms of photos, we can obviously take pictures in the full resolution, but that is then 4:3 ratio. You can adjust the depth of the background when you take a portrait picture, and then if you want to record video, you can record in up to 1080p using both rear-facing camera and the front-facing camera as well. Okay, let's have a look what else we've got in here. We should have additional modes as well. So we've got a Google Lens, which recognizes what you are taking pictures of, panorama, time-lapse, and square if you want to take pictures and post them on Instagram without cropping. When it comes to video, there aren't many manual settings. You can basically just lock the focus and adjust the exposure value, and that's pretty much it. But obviously you do get a bit more when you use free apps like Open Camera. Right, so let's have a listen to the actual built-in speaker and let's see how it plays. So overall, for the price you pay, really good handset. I have to admit, I've really enjoyed using it. It might be your senior phone, or like I said, something for your minors. Really good phone, really good price. Yes, I would recommend. Take care, guys. Bye.